scare cam. Okay, this is not how this video was supposed to start, okay? A lot has happened in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I have had a nose job and I'm back in England, so just a little intro to this next video because I had no storage left on my camera and I accidentally deleted the intro. I can't take myself seriously. I accidentally deleted the intro to this next video, which is my what I eat in a day, which I filmed ages ago now, so I'm really sorry because I've just had no time to edit this video. Well, I have had time, apart from having a nose job, I have had time, but I've just been wanting to spend time with family and friends since arriving back in England from Australia. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, then I'm so sorry for how random the start of this video is, but if you want to go back to my previous video, it is basically a video about how I have come off the pill after 17 years and how I'm trying to get my body, my skin, I suffer with acne, I'm trying to get all my hormones balanced via eating the right foods and supplements. So if you want to go back and watch that last video, then please do so, because this video is going to be my what I eat in the day. But because I accidentally deleted the start of the intro, I basically just jump in and start talking about my period, which is just going to sound so random, just like this, so random. But yeah, that's why I'm starting the video talking about my period, because the last video is me talking about me coming off contraception. So I really do apologise for how random the start of both these videos intros are, but please enjoy because it is a very belated what I eat in a day video, which was filmed in Australia and I'm now in England. But yeah, enjoy. So basically when I filmed that video, I did mention in the video that my cycle, my periods hadn't returned yet, and then I think it was literally that weekend I got my period. So it was my first bleed since coming off the pill. Now I was warned that it could be a fake period, a fake bleed, especially because I was on the combined pill. So I was on microgynon, which is the pill where you have a break and you have a period. So when I looked it up, it did say that it could have been this is why I hate the single glass glazing, because it feels like you live with the birds. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Yeah, so when I googled it, it did say that it could have been the cycle of having the bleed with the pill. However, because I was tracking my symptoms on the Flow app, I had all the right symptoms of it being a period. So I had really tender boobs. So it tracks like your ovulation, and I put in my temperature every morning, my basal temperature, and yeah, I had like tender boobs. I had acne. My spots got really bad for about 2 weeks. I was bloated. I mean, all these could have been signs of the, you know, just my hormones regulating anyway. But then when I came on my period, I was kind of like, this actually feels normal. Like my body just felt like it needed the bleed. So yeah, so I was on my period for about 4 days, and pre-pill, my periods did usually last about 4 days. So that's a positive sign as well. I don't think I've ever been as happy to start a period in my life as I was a couple of weeks ago. I'm kind of just still going with the app, to be honest, just trying to go off that and just make sure that I really input my data and my symptoms. Another reason why I think that that was a real period is because I really do think that the way that I've been eating, supporting my body coming off the pill with the right foods, obviously with the supplements, everything that I explained that I was doing in the last video, I really do think that's helped. Like, it's contributed into me starting my period the first time I was due to have a bleed. Not articulating this properly, I think what I'm trying to say is, in order to not get as many side effects from coming off the pill in terms of like mood swings, not getting your period back, having heavy periods, you really need to support your body coming off the pill by eating the right foods. In a way, I do feel better for coming off the pill, like I feel lighter almost. I don't feel like my hormones are screaming at me. Does that make sense? Like, I kind of just feel fine. But then it has only been 2 months. It is still very early days. I'm very aware of that. Yeah, I just wanted to start the intro of this vlog just as a little bit of an update of where I've been. Look at the glow. I mean, look at the glow. Apart from these little monsters here, I really am exposing myself here. My hair is so greasy. That's another thing since coming off the pill. My hair just seems to get so greasy so quickly now, which is a really weird side effect. Just about to have my morning drink. Currently about 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Yeah, so I am working a little bit today, so it's not going to be like a full vlog. It's literally just going to be just show you my meals, what I eat in a day. So every morning I start out with hot lemon water. If it's not hot lemon water, then I will have this disgusting thing, the apple cider vinegar with turmeric, ginger, honey and moringa leaf, which I spoke about a couple of videos ago, but even just holding the bottle gives me shivers. Some mornings I just don't feel like having it, so most mornings I do just start out with normal lemon water, but hot water or warm water. Another thing that I've been doing since the last video is I'm now drinking filtered water, because I did speak about filtered water, but that was in the shower. I was still drinking water from the tap, so I have invested in a water filter that we keep in the fridge, and I do think that maybe could have contributed to the health of my skin as well. Like, all these little things are definitely helping. It's all about these, yeah, it's all about these small changes, and they all definitely make a big impact. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So when I got my nails done, you know when they're filing your nails and file your skin too much, the lemon water has just got into the cut. Oh my god, that stings so much. She's literally done it on every single nail as well, like every finger hurts, I'm not gonna lie. How cute is this little mug? I got this from my Pilates studio because I did 100 classes. How cute. The reason I've put it in this and not a mug is because I am gonna now walk to the supermarket whilst I'm drinking this, because you need to have lemon water at least half an hour before you eat for digestion. So lemon water is obviously full of vitamin C, so that helps towards skin health. It also helps you absorb iron better. It also aids digestion, so I have this half an hour before food so that I digest my food better, so that prevents any bloating and just helps heal the gut so there's no inflammation, so it's anti-inflammatory as well. So yeah, lemon water is an all-round. It also detoxifies the liver, which is amazing for coming off the pill. Again, everything that I mentioned in my last video. So yeah, I'm gonna have this as I walk to the supermarket, because it's roughly about a half an hour, 40-minute walk, so that's probably perfect timing for coming home and starting my breakfast. Also, I do just want to say, I'm sorry that this is not the most aesthetically pleasing what I eat in a day video. I did watch a lot of YouTube videos to try and get some inspo, and a lot of them were like very aesthetic. I'm just not an aesthetic girly. I think if YouTube was my full-time job and I had the time to sit there and edit it and take a lot more time with my film, and then maybe, yeah. But I have a job, I have another job, and I don't have time to make this the most aesthetic what I eat in a day video, so I hope that's okay. I do just prefer coming on to film with the camera and just be me. I just want to show you in real time what I eat in real time. It's not going to be aesthetic. plates of food. It never looks amazing because that's not real life. People don't have time to sit there and chop veggies up to make them look pretty and cute. Yeah, you get the gist. Ready? I'm back. I was sweating on that walk, but I did do, how many steps was that? 4,500 steps that was. That's why I love walking to Coles, because it's like, it gives me a reason to get out because I know I need to go and get the food. But yeah, I'll just show you what I got. Obviously, I only really got what I needed for breakfast because I only have this bag and I don't want to walk. Yeah, I don't want to be walking back with a heavy bag. So I've got spinach. I've got avocados, because these are actually reduced to $3, $2.95. They should have been $5.50. Obviously that means that they're going out of date, but we eat avocados with everything, or I especially do. So I know I'll get through these before or during the weekend. And then I just picked up some beef mince. So, who is guilty of always getting 5% fat beef mince? I know I was, because you taught that fat is bad. But since doing my extensive research, if it's good fat, then it doesn't matter. And have not have as much as you want of it, but it's good fats that we need. So beef mince is a good fat. And then I also follow Tonic Health on TikTok. His videos come up all the time, and he was saying that the higher the fat, the more collagen. Again, a fact I didn't know, so I'm learning a lot of being on this diet. So yeah, we're on 18% fat beef mince, and this mince is no added hormones. It's not grass-fed. The grass-fed mince was only 5% fat, I think. Otherwise I would have got grass-fed. We have been getting grass-fed, but this one does say no added hormones. So I'm hoping that that's fine. Oh, and preservative free. There you go, it says on the bottom, preservative free, no added hormones, 18% fat. So this I'll use for anything really. And then naughty, but not for me, I am obsessed with the Vegemite and cheese shapes. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, these beat chili heat wave Doritos for me. Oh, I can't believe I said it. I'm the biggest chili heat wave Dorito fan, and I have missed Doritos so much since being here. But these top the cake for me. So I've bought 2 boxes to take home with me. Like I said, I'm going back to England on Monday, not Sunday. And I really want my sister to try them because she loves Marmite, and Vegemite's pretty much just like Marmite. And my dad's also a massive Marmite fan. But I just know that my sister will absolutely love these. So taking 2 boxes home, also some for me as well, because I am very much doing the 80-20 lifestyle, where 80% I will eat good, and then the 20% I'm trying to not feel guilty about having treats here and there. And these are definitely a treat because they are full of shit, but they're just so good. So I've just gone to put the beef mince in the fridge and realised that Nathan's already got one. Also 18% beef mince, which, bless him, I literally told him the other day that I think I actually sent Nathan the video of where this guy was saying that the higher in fat, the more collagen. So bless Nathan, he's actually gone and got one with higher fat, because he definitely always used to get the 5% fat because that was what I always wanted. So bless him. He does listen to me sometimes. So this one can go in the freezer. And that is my breakfast. So I always opt now for a savoury breakfast rather than a sweet. I've learned from having acne and healing the gut is that having a sweet breakfast can raise your cortisol levels. That sends signals to the gut to produce more oil in the skin, which can cause acne. So obviously having a sweet breakfast can spike your blood sugar levels. So sugary breakfast can include anything from cereal, jam on toast, like pancakes. These all contribute to increasing oil production and inflammation, which is exactly what I'm avoiding. Also, having a savoury breakfast supports hormone balance. So I've just typed it in on my phone just so that I know that I'm not, you know, telling you guys lies. So it says supports hormone balance. Blood sugar swings can disrupt hormone levels, especially androgens, which are often tied to breakouts. Stable blood sugar equals stable hormones. A savoury breakfast also nourishes gut health. A savoury breakfast can include fibre, fermented foods, healthy fats, which all support gut, skin.
Yeah, what are you up to?
Just filming a what I eat in a day.
You be long?
Why?
I'm going to put you up and we're going to go for that Mammoth Cafe.
Where?
Mammoth Cafe near us.
Oh, I've got a client, Nath.
What time?
11:15.
Never mind.
Oh.
That'd be nice, but yeah, no worries.
Alright, sorry to ruin your surprise.
It's okay.
Alright, love you.
Yeah, bye, love you.
Love you, bye, bye. Oh, bless him. Wanted to take me out for breakfast, for coffee even. As I was saying, they all contribute to healthy skin, healthy gut, etc, etc. So we've got on the agenda, so I pretty much have similar foods to this every morning. If your meals are not colourful, then you're doing it all wrong, okay? So will sometimes have a smashed avo on toast with scrambled egg, or just have it like this. But I know for dinner today that I want to have tuna on toast, so I don't want to have bread for breakfast and for dinner, which there's nothing wrong with that. For me personally, I just don't want to have too much bread. So we've got eggs for protein, organic eggs, avocado, healthy fats, high in fibre, vitamin E and folate. So all these are like antioxidants, supports gut mobility, feeds the gut good bacteria. Then we've got spinach, which is rich in antioxidants. It's like vitamin C, vitamin E, protects and repairs the skin. Honestly, spinach is one of the best things that you can eat for your skin. Honestly, I'm telling you, put it with every meal. You can't even taste spinach. It's not really got a taste. Put it in your spag bol, put it in your smoothies. Literally have it with everything. It's also anti-inflammatory. It's high in magnesium. It detoxes. It's absolutely incredible. Then we've got red onion, which is a prebiotic fibre, which is beneficial for gut bacteria. It also supports digestion, which again is amazing for gut health. Then tomatoes, which are high in vitamin C. It's a collagen booster, supports liver health, which helps break down toxins more efficiently. They're very hydrating because they're high in water as well. So yeah, that is my breakfast. I do like a bit of a warning now, like I'm going to be honest, everything that I eat, it's not the best tasting, I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is quite bland because I obviously can't put like loads of sauces and stuff in my meals, but I do season a lot of my food. The thing as well that I just want to say is that it is an expensive lifestyle to eat organic and whole foods. Not everything I buy is organic. Like I don't buy organic spinach and organic tomatoes. Where I can buy organic, I will try. But it is so expensive. Like groceries in Australia in general are a lot more expensive than back home in the UK. Okay, so it's afternoon. It is 2:10. That is how long my hair is. It's 2:10. I've finished work for the day, so I'm about to make my dinner. To be honest, I'm not actually even that hungry because by the time I actually had that breakfast, it was pretty much 10:30. half 10, half 11, half 12, half 1, half 2. So like 3.5 hours. But I'm just, the one good thing about eating the way I do now is that because it's whole foods and it's a lot of veg, I'm just so full, which makes it good for not snacking, because prior to this diet I was a big binge eater. I snacked a lot on the bad stuff as well, like I snacked on crisps and chocolate. But yeah, so eating a lot of whole foods. You're about to see what I'm making for dinner is, it's a lot, so much veg. Like I literally try and cram in so much veg and fruit into my diet. So I'm about to make tuna on toast. So I've got my tuna in spring water here. And then instead of mayo, because mayo's not very healthy unless you go quite expensive and buy the expensive one and buy the healthy one, I use full fat Greek yogurt. So not Greek style yogurt, because Greek style yogurt is full of preservatives and sweeteners. It's also not got much protein in it, whereas Greek yogurt per serving has 7 grams of protein, whereas Greek style yogurt usually has around 3 grams. So you're definitely getting a lot more protein. It's basically just pure milk. Definitely try and switch to authentic Greek yogurt if you are currently having Greek style yogurt. So as I was saying, I have Greek yogurt instead of mayo because it's less calories, more protein. And once you start putting all your like seasonings in there, like you can't even taste that it's Greek yogurt. And Greek yogurt to me doesn't particularly have a sweet taste, like it's quite bitter anyway. I'm also not having all this tuna right now. Like I like to buy the big tins of it, and then this will last me like at least 3 dinners. One thing that I have definitely switched to is my bread. So I've switched to sourdough bread because the normal usual bread that you can just buy off the shelves are heavily processed and are filled with sugars. They're very high in sugar. So sourdough is a lot better for you because it's slowly fermented and it's no added yeast, fat or sugar. And the ingredients list is very small. Make sure that when you're looking at ingredients list, then you need to be looking at how big it is, because some of them are wild. So yeah, I'll only have sourdough bread, and sourdough bread tastes so much nicer anyway. I literally love sourdough bread. Again, it's something that is more expensive. In my eyes, it is worth making the switch. I do cut back in other areas of my life. So I don't really go out and drink a lot of alcohol. We don't really go on, me and Nathan don't really like to go on big nights out and stuff. Alcohol is a main one. Alcohol is very expensive. It's a lifestyle for us. It's not really much of a choice. I will never go back to eating the way that I used to now that I've done all this research, and I just know how bad the food that's, you know, majority of the food that's in the supermarkets is for you. Nathan actually got this one. It's called Edward's sourdough. This is a grain one. It's organic 7-grain sourdough. And it's just divine. Like I said, everything I eat is non-aesthetic, but we've got so much left over for the weekend. This will probably be my dinner tomorrow and Sunday, and I know that that's going to fill me up. If I was hungry, I probably would have 2 slices, but I'm not, and I think I'm actually going to make a protein smoothie after this because I do need to nip to the shopping centre to get a few bits before I leave on Monday. So yeah, that is something that I regularly have. Obviously tuna full of protein, Greek yogurt full of protein. Again, we've got avocado high in fibre, we've got spinach in there again, and a cucumber which is full of hydration. So I just, like I said, just try and cram as many veggies as I can into my meals to fill me up. And I also hate cooking. Like, I'm not a cook. I hate cooking. I actually despise cooking. So the easier the meal, the absolute better for me. I should batch cook, but I can never be bothered because I hate cooking that much that I don't want to dedicate an entire like day or afternoon to cooking. That was honestly so nice. And I'm just about to have my, just about to have my supplements, which I always take with food, or just after I've eaten, obviously. I always try to finish my Stanley, well, it's not a Stanley, it's Lululemon, but I always try to finish my Stanley of filtered water. But to be honest, like, I really struggle to drink water. I really struggle to drink water. Like, there's no way that you would see me drinking 2 to 3 litres of water a day. I'm usually just about 1.5 I can manage. Don't actually know how much is in here. I'm assuming it's 1 litre. But I can barely just about finish this, but I do try my best. I'm really not hungry, but I am gonna make this smoothie because I need my fruits. Oh my god, my voice went well weird then. I need extra protein, so I really struggle to, I suppose, get my fruit in because I'm so full from all the veg that I eat. And I have read somewhere that it's actually better to eat more fruit than veg because veg can be, basically if it's not organic, oh my god, what is wrong with my voice? If it's not organic, then it's not the best for you because obviously like there's like pesticides and hormones and stuff. But I also do try and cram in as much fruit as possible, so I will always put it in a smoothie. Just then I've got all the fruit that I need in one go. So about to make a smoothie that I make quite often. So I'm gonna take you over to, I'm gonna put you there, that's a nice height. Yeah, so I'm gonna use kefir yogurt because it's a prebiotic, which is good, it's a good bacteria. Actually says on the bottle here, boosted with prebiotic fibre that feeds good bacteria into your gut. Beneficial kefir yeasts and bacteria, no artificial sweeteners and preservative free. It's also gluten free and it's rich in natural minerals and vitamins, and it's organic. So I'll have a little bit of kefir in the bottom of my smoothie. If you've never tried kefir, it's like, it's like a really sour yogurt. I know that some people can't have dairy if you're suffering with acne because they have an intolerance to it. I don't know, I've just never noticed an acne flare up when I've had dairy. I'm gonna do a scoop of my raw plant protein. This is in the shade, oh my god, it's like I'm doing a makeup video. This is in the flavour, not the shade. This is in the flavour vanilla. Plant protein, it's not the nicest, I'm not gonna lie, which is why I only have it in smoothies, because it's not as bad, it's not as like, it can feel quite gritty in your teeth. And this one's actually quite high in protein. This one is 22 grams of protein. But I'll just read to you what it says on the back. So this is by the brand Raw. Sprouted and fermented protein. It's heavy metal tested, which means there's no metal in there. It's grain free, fermented greens, seeds and veg, vegan and free from gluten and dairy. And again, it's organic. So this is just from Chemist Warehouse and it's a 1 kilo jar. Would you call this a jar? This is the best one that I've found, the one that's the most clean. And then my fruit. Every single time that I make a meal, I'm not going to bore you and tell you what exactly everything is good for, because literally everything that I have is antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, high in fibre or high in protein, and that's what these all are. Pineapple, yeah, vitamin B6, fibre and antioxidants, blueberries. I used to hate mango, now I absolutely love mango. Blueberries I have every single day because they are so good for you. Then I'm going to put a teaspoon of either of these in. So these are hemp seeds, or grounded hemp seeds, and these are golden flax seeds. So both are high in protein, high in fibre and omega-3. I think just a teaspoon. Doesn't look that much. These are great to put in smoothies. I usually have normal flax seeds, but these are golden. I did research what the difference is, and there's basically next to none, so I'm happy with these. I'm gonna put in a chunk of ginger. Ginger is so good for you, especially if you are suffering with acne, because it's anti-inflammatory, but again helps boost digestion, etc, etc. Finish off with some 100% coconut water. So this is an electrolyte as well. Coconut water is a source of potassium as well. Okay, blender. I'll sometimes put spinach in with this, but I've just had some, so I literally don't need any more spinach. Super healthy, super inflammatory, high in antioxidant, high in fibre smoothie. So it's now evening time. It is 7:15, so it's dinner time. Going for tacos tonight. It's not tacos for me anyway. Nathan is actually having the taco shells, but I will just show you what sort of how I like to do my tacos. So we've got the beef mince on the go. We've got in there cumin, onion powder, garlic powder and paprika. So that's been frying in olive oil. Organic olive oil I have also switched to. We used to use this, but then if you read the ingredients list on the back, it is full of, has xanthan gum in there, but then the gums are really bad for you, so we have switched to, yeah, just 100% extra virgin olive oil from Italy. So it can't get more pure than that. Also important to have it in a glass bottle as well. So that's been frying in there. Focus. That's been frying in there for about 5 minutes. And then this is the veg that I'm going to put in the tacos. So we've got green cabbage, red onion, celery and tomatoes. So I don't know about spinach in this meal, but I have got green cabbage. It's really important, and I'm really trying to make sure I do it with every meal, to have green leafy veg with my meals, because they're the best for overall skin health. So green cabbage is amazing for hormone balancing, and again, repeating myself, but anti-inflammatory, all that kind of stuff. Broccoli is another really good one to have with your evening meal. Just have it as a side, your side veg. So I'm just gonna let all this veg soften now. Whilst that is doing that, I am gonna grab the tacos. Well, Nathan's tacos. He's also made, Nathan's also made some homemade sweet potatoes in the air fryer for himself. I don't think I'm gonna have any, although they are so good. I feel like there's nowhere really in the kitchen that's like a good height to vlog. It's really annoying because like that lighting is terrible and it's making my face look really red. So I'm gonna get the taco. I'm just thinking, do I have the sweet potatoes or do I? No. So these are the taco shells that Nathan has. I don't have them because they are processed, for one. We've got high oleic sunflower oil, which sunflower oil is not good for the gut, which is why I've switched to always use olive oil. But Nathan's gonna have these, probably give him 4 shells. Also, these are kind of like the packet mixes that we would use, but it would say like taco seasoning, because we always used to use these. And since doing this diet, I have checked the back of the ingredients list. This is the back of the ingredients list. That's how long it is, and it's got soy sauce powder, soy, wheat. I know soy, it's not focusing. Soy is not that good. Canola oil. So the canola oil is the main one that's really bad. Anti-caking agent and flavouring. So just some stuff in there that's basically not good for you. So yeah, we've gone from having these to now just making up our own taco seasoning with just the individual seasonings. So I was gonna have this, but I think I am gonna have a few sweet potatoes instead. So if we're having tacos, I have got these wraps. They're rye wraps. They are no oil added, 98% fat-free, yeast-free and egg-free. It is literally just flour, water and salt, and they are 72 calories per wrap. But when I tell you, there's no way that anyone is using these as wraps, because they're so thin. Like, look how thin that is. It's just like paper. I attempted once to have a wrap with these, but yeah, a wrap was just not happening with these. So if I'm having a taco, if I'm having tacos, I keep calling them tacos, but for me they're more of a like a burrito bowl almost. So I'll just have everything in the bowl, and but what I'll do with these is I'll rip them up into just like little crisps, put them in the air fryer with oil and salt, and they're just like my nachos, I suppose. Change my mind, I am gonna have these because there's not enough sweet potato wedges for the both of us. Is literally just rip them up like that. And just put both of them in the air fryer for 5 minutes on a low heat. We have it. That is my evening dinner. So we've got deconstructed is the word I'm looking for. I've just remembered it. So deconstructed tacos, or deconstructed, or just nachos, burrito bowl, whatever you want to call it. But look at how many crisps you get for 72 calories. That wrap, just, yeah, I just love that little tip. I just love that I can have nachos crisp without feeling guilty. And then we've got some jalapenos and then topped it with Greek yogurt. And this is the cheese that I've put on top because it is literally just milk and salt and enzyme. An enzyme is good for the gut. Yeah, so that is the cheese that I will use. I never really have cheese like this. I'll only have cheese with this dish, and we probably have this once a week. I'm not a massive cheese person unless I'm having like red wine and cheese, do you know what I mean? That's a little bit different. But when it comes to my evening meals, I'll not just have loads of cheese with everything. Depending on how hungry I am after my dinner, I will usually sometimes pick on a little bit of fruit, or I've got some no added sugar dark chocolate in the fridge, so I will film that if I have any. Dressing gown is back on because it is freezing, but I'm just showing you what I'm finishing off the day with. So I'm gonna have a peppermint tea. I am only really having these in the evening now because it's so cold. I usually would sometimes have one of these during the day or sometimes in the morning, but I just do love to finish off the day with one of these just because it keeps my hands nice and warm for one. I don't know, it just kind of relaxes me before I go to bed. And yeah, I do love the taste of peppermint tea, I really do. And because I have the worst sweet tooth, and obviously I've cut out refined sugar, I do opt to have pitted date from Coles. Source of fibre, naturally sweet. So the texture of these is actually kind of like, it is like a gummy sweet, and I think that's why I do like them so much, because I love gummy sweets. But yeah, I do love a date. If you've never had a date, then this is what they look like. Like, they don't look the most, yeah, I don't know, they just, if that's gonna focus, they just don't look the most appetizing. Generally, I actually really like the taste of these. So sometimes if I'm like really peckish after dinner, I'll have these with like peanut butter and dark chocolate. Especially melted, they taste like a Snickers, so that is one of my go-to sweet snacks. That is my what I eat in a day. I hope you've enjoyed watching and learned at least one thing from watching this video. But like I said, I'm not doing this diet to lose weight in particular. I am more doing it for overall skin health and trying to work out what my body does and doesn't like, so that I know how to sort of adjust my lifestyle in the future. Like I said, I'm also doing the 80-20 lifestyle, so me and Nathan are actually going for a little date night tomorrow night, because I obviously leave on Monday, so we're having a little pre-birthday date night for Nathan. It's his birthday whilst I'm away. I will be eating what I want. I am not going to feel guilty about it. We are all allowed treats. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye guys.